You are now watching People's Opinions on Popular Topics. And I'm sure everything will be fine. You're definitely the tallest guy I've ever interviewed. Yeah. So what's your name and what brings you out here today?
It's Frederique. I am here for my children. I'm here for to save their lives from a dictator, from a group of people that wants control over population. So all the abusive things that are happening right now, like against the human rights.
Yeah.
So we have been protesting today to tell the government that we won't agree to that, and that we're gonna stand and do everything as we can to make it stop. But unfortunately, all the medias are against us. They won't show up here. We didn't see any here, and if they come, they just show like very small groups of people at the beginning of the manifestation or at the end, and then they show they have been like in Montreal they were like between 50,000 and 100,000, but they said they were about 5,000. So they try to make it smaller than it is, and they just showed like at the end of the manifestation some people that were having some fight with the police, and they just showed that, but there were like 100,000 people, very peaceful families, children and grandfathers. Everybody was there, all kind of people from population, but they just show like very specific because they have a message they want to put in the population minds. Mm-hmm. And if you look why they do all that, it's because they have interest, like money interest in big pharma. Like they receive money from them to say what they want to say. So that's
How do you think your children's generation is going to pay back this money?
I don't know yet. It depends on what they do. Like if they do what the big plan they want to do, it's gonna be like China here. Like we're gonna be forced to become like numbers. We won't possess anything. Like there will be no more money. It's just gonna be slaves that work for the government. So we don't want this. We want people to be free, like they have always been. Like we're supposed to see the sun as much as possible, but they say don't go out of your house. We are supposed to meet friends and be happy with people, but we can't do that. We can't even see our family. And then you can go to buy smoke, and you can go to buy alcohol and drugs, but you can't go to church, go to see a movie, or go to see a show, a live show. Or if they allow it, it's gonna, like the rules are so strict that it doesn't make sense. Like go to the movies without popcorn, and you have to be at each end of the theater, and things like that. So, and also for people like all the small businesses, it doesn't pay to work under these conditions. So they have to close, or they have to stay open by making no money. So what's happening is all the small businesses they collapse, and just the big businesses like Walmart and Costco, things like that, they make even more and more money because everybody is going there. All the small ones are closed or are closing. So, and here in Quebec, it's even worse than anywhere else in Canada and anywhere else in America. If we see just in Canada, 52% of all the bankruptcies that were registered last year in 2020 are in Quebec. So all the other provinces, the 9 provinces from outside Quebec, if we add them up, it's less bankruptcies than just in Quebec. So you see how hard it is on the small businesses. But I think the Prime Minister Legault he doesn't care about small businesses. What he wants is to people to work for big businesses. So that he's like very proud of that, like to show there are less people not working, but he wants them to work for big businesses, not their own businesses. So, for example, like me, I've been stopped for 1 year. I'm an artist and I can't do my shows. All my contracts have been canceled. There's nothing I can do. But now he opened the theaters, but he said no more than 250 people. So it doesn't even pay my costs if I do that. If I do a show at 250 people. So,
how many people would you say were at today's protest?
Today I would say about 2,000. I would evaluate that about 2,000 people.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Anyways, they had a lot of cop presence today. And
yes.
It was a very peaceful and docile crowd.
Oh yeah, and I think the cops have been okay at this manifestation. They did, like I didn't wear the mask because I'm outside. There's no reason to wear the mask, but sometimes to do like intimidation, government say you have to wear the mask. Even if you go to protest against the mask, you have to wear it just to show how ridiculous it is. But today the police have been okay with us, and they didn't say anything, even if I wasn't wearing a mask. But I had a little tool on me. It's a lollipop. So as long as you are eating something, they can't force you to wear a mask. So that's a way to go around their stupid rules. You can always be smarter than them.
Any final thoughts on today?
Yes, I think it's good to see people that works against all this to make it change, to make it go back to what it was before, that we have human rights and liberties, and I think it's important to continue. We will be here next week. And as long as it needs to be, we will be there.
Good to hear.
Thank you
very much for your time.
Pleasure.